Good morning and welcome to Morning Markets with True Potential. Check up on the news from last 24 hours. If we look at developed markets across the board were soft, as you can see on the screens. But we saw some good gains in Asian markets and also in emerging markets overall, perhaps benefiting from good news and positive momentum coming out of China, where governments are supporting the overall economic growth. But focusing on the big news from yesterday was a big rise in oil prices yesterday, oil prices are up around 2% overall on the day. Upshoot is that we are seeing a marked pricing increases in petrol prices here in the UK. Now, focusing on what is driving this latest leg up in oil prices, I think it's a continuous situation in Russia-Ukraine crisis, which continues to worsen from here. And also European economies are trying to move the supplies elsewhere. And this is putting pressure on supplies in the Middle East. For example, Saudi Arabia raised its oil prices to Asian deliveries by most in the year so far. So all this is putting pressure on oil prices overall. If you look at across the pond in the US, the inventories are continue to be drained out, so inventories are very low. And this is just ahead of summer driving season, which are pushing up the prices in the US as well. So there's a bit of pressure from supply side and demand side as well. Bringing it back to consumers in the UK as well, there are also concerns that UK consumers are also being impacted by some retailers are not passing on the 5p duty cut, which was announced by government in March. So as the government addresses the situation, this should probably help easing some pressures in the near term. There was another development overall this week as well. There were sharp drops in wholesale petrol prices. This is where the retailers get their inventories from. So if it has to continue, this should also help ease the pressure on the petrol prices here in the UK. But we need to be a little bit careful that because it usually takes 2 weeks for retailers from wholesale prices drop to pass on to consumers. So maybe in the next few weeks we could see some easing from wholesale prices passing to the consumers as well. Looking forward from today, big news from today is that this morning as well we saw Chinese import and export data was particularly strong, and that is continuing momentum in the Asian markets. Let's see how it progresses as Europe and UK opens up. That should provide some positive momentum. Another big news for today is European central banks meet for their policy rate changes. No surprises, no increases expected, but the markets will be looking for how ECB guides to July and September rate rises. There is expectation being built that ECB will increase their lending rates both in July and September, maybe bringing it to more positive, to almost 0% increase. That's all from us today. I'll leave it there for now, and we'll look forward to speaking with you tomorrow.
Into the True Potential YouTube channel is quick and easy. Simply go to the channel on your desktop or through the YouTube app on your phone and click the subscribe button. You can then press the notification bell symbol if you wish to be notified as and when new videos are released. Doing this is a great way to keep yourself updated with market developments and personal finance insights. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, and we look forward to continuing to help you do more with your money.